DreAllDay.com.
What's up, everybody? Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. So we're here with the What Should I Do series. I told y'all I put out a video, probably, I don't even know when I'm putting this out, but I put out a video a few days or a week ago telling people, post your questions as what should I do, your situation, you want advice for, you want me to tell you what you should do, because I understand a lot of you have an external frame of reference, being that you look outside of yourself for information, advice, knowledge on what you should do next, while some people, such as myself, have a strong internal frame of reference, whereas where I'm thinking of what I should do for a certain situation, I'm going to look at myself. So I understand that a lot of you are not like me. A lot of you like to look outside and get opinions from other people. There's nothing wrong with that. We're just different people. So that's why I'm doing this series. So the first question, I'm going to address it, What Should I Do series. I did leave a comment on the video telling y'all we'll get to you. So if you already posted your question, you don't need to post it again. If you have a different question, or you're someone who didn't post one already, you can leave it on that video or in the comments to this one, and I'll eventually get to them. But understand, we're talking 50, 60 questions on these, so don't get impatient. It's going to take a while for me to get to all of them, but I will get to it. So this question is from Mega Swong. He says, I played ball on the St. Mary's practice team. That's a college. As far as I know, that's a D1 school. I went to Hong Kong to play professional basketball for a few years, and then I played in the Philippines, but the commissioner of the D League, the NBA D League, would not take my visa, and I missed the cutoff period. I haven't trained for a year and some change now. Should I keep pursuing playing ball, or should I give up entirely? I have no leads to any other agents, scouts, or teams now. All right, well, looking at your situation, Mega, you played so you played on the practice team in college, then you went overseas and played in Hong Kong, and then you were playing in the Philippines. You got set up to play in the Philippines. I don't know if that means you did or you were about to. And then you said the D-League commissioner wouldn't take your visa. You missed the cutoff period. So does that mean you were going to play in the D-League or not? I'm not sure. But I'll based on this information, I mean, you were on the practice team of a D1 school, which means you probably have some ability to play basketball. You went overseas and had some opportunities there, which means you also had the belief that you could play at a high level, and then the D League wouldn't take your visa, which means you were, I guess you were setting up to play in the D League, or you were intending to play in the D League. That was your intention, or you felt like you had the opportunity, you had the ability to play in the D League, and now then you stopped working out. Why'd you stop working out for a year and some change? Why would you just completely stop working out after missing your opportunity in the D League? I mean, if you're about to play in the D League, that means you are a pro. The D League is a professional basketball league. So why not just stay in shape, even if you maybe you didn't have the money, or you had to do some other things just so you could eat and pay your bills. I understand that. But why not just stay in shape, work out every day just to keep hooping? That's one thing that I would suggest that you could have done, and it's something that you can start doing right now. You said you haven't trained for a year and some change. Well, the first thing that you need to ask yourself, even before we get to that, is, do you really want to do this? Is basketball the thing that you really want to do? Because if someone, as far as my experience goes with basketball players, if someone just stops working out, they stop training completely, they don't go to the gym anymore, or work on their game, or keep their body in shape to actually be able to play in any kind of game, then I'm thinking that they just don't have it mentally anymore. Mentally, they don't want to pursue basketball anymore, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Not everybody's going to play basketball for their whole lives, and not everybody's going to play basketball for the same amount of time. So the first question that you have to ask yourself, what you should do here is, do you want to be a basketball player? That's the question you need to ask yourself, and you need to answer that. Do you want to play basketball? If you really want to play basketball, these are the things you need to do. First of all, get a membership to a gym, whatever your gym is, and start working out again. Get yourself in shape. Work on your legs so that you're in shape to actually play a full court game of basketball. Then, of course, work on your skills on the court. Whatever your game is not important for the answer to this question, but whatever your game is, start working on your game so you have your skills again. The number one thing is to figure out if you want to play ball. Now, since you're saying that you don't have leads to agents, scouts, and teams now, I'm guessing that you have it in the back of your mind that basketball is something that you want to give a shot at least one more time. So since you don't have links to agents, scouts, and teams, and you probably can play, I'm supposing you can play, since you're saying that you want to do this and you had these opportunities, get yourself in shape is number one. Number two is look at some camps. Look at some exposure camps. Look at places where you can get out there and get seen. Since you were about to get looked at for the D-League, you can go to local D-League team tryouts. Wherever you live, there's one that's not too far away from you. St. Mary's, I believe, is in California, so you can try out for a team out there. You can go to a local team tryout, or you go to the national D-League tryouts, whenever that is. I have no idea, but that's something that you can look up. That's your job. I mean, you're the player. Then you can find, when you go to those camps, if you play well enough, especially at an exposure camp, not necessarily the D-League camp, but any type of exposure camp, there will be agents there. There will be coaches there. There will be managers there. There will be team representatives there. So you can meet those people right there on the spot. So in conclusion, do you want to play basketball? Get yourself in shape. Go to exposure camps where you can get seen. D-League and private company exposure camps, where just some company puts on a camp. Of course, you know Vegas in the summertime is a great place. Right now is the month of May. Usually those camps happen sometime in July and or June. So I would suggest that you start getting in shape ASAP so that you can go playing those now. I mean, 6 weeks would be, I think in 6 weeks you can get yourself in pretty good shape. I doubt I don't think you're that old. I don't know how old you are, but if you're in your 20s, you can have not worked out and then start working out again, and your body will quickly respond to it. Now, the older you get, the longer that turnover time takes, that turnaround time takes. So if you're in your 20s, you can get in shape again, but you got to start doing it. And the first thing you got to do, figure out is, do you really want this? Because if you don't want it mentally, the physical is not going to catch up. The physical will completely check out if the mental is checked out. So the mental, first of all, has to decide what you want, and the physical will follow whatever the mental tells it to do. So that's what you should do. Any of you have a question, what should I do? Leave it in a comment to this video. I'll eventually get to it. Be patient, because I got a lot of these I got to get through. Work on your game. DreAllDay.com. Checking out this video. Make sure you follow all my top content up here. Follow me on all your favorite social networks right over here. And make sure you are subscribed to catch all the new content I put on this channel every single day. Work on your game.